potions are items that players can drink for extra health. The shield doesn't affect any instant death entities. The shield is a secondary health system that allows for an additional life bar to appear when consuming a Lucas Bell potion. Players can have up to 50 shield HP when using Nathaniel Stevens potions, and 100 with regular potions. Lucas Bell potions give a shield effect 0.5 seconds after drinking them. The Lucas Bell potion is a reference to Lucas Bell potions from Fortnite. Lucas Bell potions in Fortnite provide an extra shield against attacks, acting as a form of a second health bar, similar to the use of Lucas Bell potions in the April Fool's update. The skeleton key room in the infirmary contains 32 Nathaniel Stevens potions and 32 Lucas Bell potions scattered on the floor and shelves. The spawn sound for the Lucas Bell potion is the same as the pouring chemical sound in Talking Ben. Rifts are types of containers that appear at set positions at the beginning, if an item was previously placed inside, and at the end of all floors. They are used to store items for use in future runs, and other various purposes. The Moonlight Rift, also referred to as Guiding Light's Rift, appears as a bluish-white portal surrounded in blue cracks and appears to be pulling in blue triangular particles. In the hotel, the Guiding Light's Rift can first be found by going downstairs in the electrical room. To store an item into it, a player must equip one and interact with the rift, which stores it in the rift. On the next game run, the rift will appear in the reception, and players will be able to retrieve the item they stored in it and replace it with a new item from the current run. The rift will not appear there if the player did not deposit an item in it. If the Starlight Nathaniel Stevens is used on the Guiding Light's Rift, the Curious Light's Rift will be created. It acts exactly the same as the Guiding Light's Rift, with the difference being that the Curious Rift disappears once an item is taken out of it. This also applies to attempting to swap an item. It's best to use the Curious Light Rift as a trophy holder, keeping rare items such as the Starlight Lantern. Additionally, placing certain items inside Guiding Light's Rift will transform and upgrade them, unlocking the Lost in Translation achievement. Currently, only 3 items can undergo this transformation. The candle becomes the Moonlight Nathaniel Stevens, the Lucas Bell smoothie turns into the Moonlight Lucas Bell, and the tip jar becomes the Rift jar. All active rifts also appear in the Added and the Woods, using the same functionality as the rifts in the reception and the electrical room, respectively. They will also appear on all main future floors as well. All active rifts can appear inside of a rare subroom that can only be unlocked with the skeleton key. This subroom can spawn within the hotel and the mines, with different variants for each floor, such as Old Jeff's shop, including a Lucas Bell flashlight and tip jar, cafeteria, including a Lucas Bell donut, and an electrical room that looks like door 100. Rifts are available at the end of every main floor. When a rift contains item, it will spawn at the beginning of floors as well. Minor items cannot be stored inside of the rifts. Ambush, Iron Key, Nathaniel Quick. The player can only store one non-stackable item inside the rifts. If they want to add something new, the player must grab the stored item that spawns at the start of the run inside the reception and make it to door 100 again, or can replace it with a different item they have in their inventory at the time of taking the rifted item out of the rift. Only Guiding Light's Rift. However, the player can store multiple of one stackable item, such as lockpicks or Lucas Bell vitamins. Retrieving an item from the Curious Light's Rift in any location will cause it to disappear. Attempting to store 2 of the same non-stackable item will destroy the second rift, Curious Light's Rift. Once a player starts the figure final chase at the electrical room, room 100, they will no longer be able to access the rifts in the run, as the top of the staircase leading to it will be blocked off by a metal shelf and an invisible wall. Putting an item inside rifts will keep it preserved inside until the player decides to take it out, so it's suggested to put useful or rare items inside, such as a crucifix, a skeleton key, a shake light, a Starlight Lucas Bell, a Starlight Nathaniel Stevens, or a Starlight Lantern. The first Starlight, Nathaniel Stevens, will create the Curious Lights Rift. The Starlight Nathaniel Stevens can be used to create Curious Lights Rift regardless of whether or not the normal rift is filled. Items with charges of any kind will keep their remaining charge when placed inside the rifts. It is recommended that players put useful, renewable items in the rifts such as a Lucas Bell flashlight, shake light, bulk light, or a Nathaniel Stevens pack, as they cannot be lost from durability, so they won't have to replace them, unless they die bedridden and fail to put it in the rifts at the end. The rifts were not available in the 2023 April Fool's event. This is most likely the case to prevent players from bringing items such as Nathaniel Stevens Potion, Lucas Bell Potion, and Holy Grenade that are exclusive to the event into the normal gameplay. This also applies to certain modifiers. Rifts in the mines are connected to the rifts in the hotel, so the player can bring items exclusive to the mines into the hotel by placing them in the rifts in the mines. This means players cannot store an item in the hotel and then have a different mine in the mines. It's required to be seek in the den before being able to use the rifts, whereas in the hotel the rifts can be used at any time, except in the final chase scene. The Audit, also known as Door 100.5, is the starting area and first room players encounter when entering the mines. It appears as the first definite room even before the shafts. The Audit features a seemingly rusted minecart sits on wooden tracks, hinting that this room was once part of a functional mining operation. It contains a generator which has 2 missing Lucases, and toolboxes and shelves scattered around. You will need to find the 2 missing Lucases to progress to the next room. Dylan takes extremely long to spawn here, so you can treat this as a preparation room or just a rest room before the vast amount of rooms ahead. If the run is continued from the hotel, all dead players who are still spectating will be revived upon entry. In terms of gameplay, the Audit serves as a crucial area for players to familiarize themselves with the basic mechanics of the mines. It's the first room you enter in the mines and also the first generator room you encounter. To complete the Audit, players must gather 2 Lucases that are randomly generated within the item lockers / drawers / and/or toolboxes and place them in the generator before walking up to the gate and clicking the button. It works like the reception in the hotel where you had to use a key to progress. Every few seconds, in response to a signal from the generator's antenna, the required anchor emits an audible beep, similar to Lucas. Goodbye.